These are some pretty beefy snowbanks. And this is a public library straight ahead. One that is not open. Closed February 20th and 21st due to emergency building maintenance. That explains all the people coming up this way and turning around. And hey there, it is Thursday, February 20th. I finally got the date right at the start of one of these videos. The time right now is 3:25 p.m. and the temperature is about -7 degrees Celsius, although with the wind chill, it certainly feels a lot colder than that. And you can see the remnants of the big snowfall we had last week. And I'm in Midtown, Toronto. And over last weekend, on Saturday and Sunday, there was a pretty big snowstorm that hit us, and then there was another one on the Wednesday before that. And social media and Reddit are full of pictures taken 4 or 5 days later, showing how inaccessible and difficult to navigate a lot of the streets are. For the most part, main roads are okay, and the sidewalks on main roads are okay, but secondary roads and residential streets are still a disaster, which is kind of hard to believe since it's been so long, and we live in an area where we expect this to happen every once in a while. The city's snow removal crews have definitely been overwhelmed. This is Duplex Avenue, a street that gets quite busy around rush hour. It runs parallel to Yonge Street. And look at this. There's certainly a great deal of the population who couldn't even navigate their way through this. Good luck if you have accessibility issues. Not sure why that vehicle decided to indicate at the last second. And there's someone who's opting to walk on the street. But what we're going to do is I'll check out Yonge Street briefly and Eglinton Avenue. But for the most part, we'll be walking on residential streets like this, heading south from the Yonge and Eglinton area down towards Yonge and Davisville. There's someone walking on the street. The sidewalks are so bad on that side that they don't even exist. Not that it's a picnic walking on this side. I have never seen it this bad, this long after a snowfall. And this is a condo building here. They should have a snow removal contract in place. It should not be like this. we're back to Orchard View, where the only way to go left on the sidewalk here is to get onto the streets. All right, let's head over to Yonge, and then I'll head down to Eglinton, and we'll pass through an area that's mostly residential. I don't mean this video to come off as I'm complaining. Just trying to document things the way they are. Overheard a lot of people in my building complaining, though, in the elevators, that they can't navigate the city. And there's been a number of people trying to park along streetcar lines downtown, and they end up blocking streetcar routes because they can't get close enough to the curb. There's countless pictures online of streetcars being backed up. They really just ought to never have street parking, period, anywhere there's streetcars, especially in the wintertime. We're back to where I started this video. Guess I just went in a mini loop. An apartment building there is attached to the Yonge Eglinton Center. Now for the next few blocks at least, it should be relatively comfortable to walk around. You can see how much better Yonge Street is. Oh yeah, the sidewalks here are pretty great. Good luck digging your bike out though. So what I'll do is I'll make a right at Eglington, and we'll head west a few blocks, and I'll start making my way south. I was reading online that the city hopes to have most of the roads and sidewalks cleared up within a few days. This is Yonge and Eglinton. And that is quite the snowbank. So I'm going to cross the street here and then we'll start going west. And maybe I'll hop on the subway and head south a little bit and check out a different neighborhood.
He does some funny shit and he looks at it.
So this is apparently a bike lane on the right. And this is a station that is supposed to have had the Crosstown extension open up, or the transfer to the Crosstown LRT about 5 years ago. I thought it might be a bit more interesting to get off the main roads a bit, as they're in relatively decent shape. I did a live stream last night. And checked out some of the residential streets that were a bit of a nightmare to navigate. We are back to Duplex Avenue. You know what? Let's go south here for a few blocks. There's a common area where people sneak into the subway station without paying. There's 2 people doing it. Will this be a third person? Are you going in? Cha-ching, fare evaded. Ironically, with a police station right across the street. Some of the Midtown towers. That particular entrance actually, well, it shouldn't be an entrance, made the news. At some point last year, they were featuring a lot of people walking in and out there. I don't really care if people walk out, but it's kind of absurd how easily people waltz in without paying. All right, now the sidewalk is pretty treacherous, I would say. Not sure what the bylaws state in terms of these property owners having to keep them clear in this much snow. And even though this is clear, if you're in a wheelchair or mobility device, you wouldn't be able to get through. Again, if it seems like I'm complaining, I actually think it's kind of neat from my perspective, just as someone wanting to go for a walk around an area I live in, because I don't get to see it like this too often. There's drone footage of all the snow on top of the roof at the Science Center, and of course it didn't collapse. Well, the province said it would under this much snow, but they're as full of shit as anybody. Anderson Avenue. Yeah, let's go along here for a block. At least the roads are relatively clear. Imagine on Sunday when the roads were extremely difficult to drive and the sidewalks were completely plugged up. You know you have a stop sign, right? Jesus. People, the stop sign's actually back there. I think people would be a little bit more cautious than normal in this, but nope. All right, let's go south here at Collin Avenue. Oh, this is decent. Kudos to people in these households for keeping the sidewalk clear. Not sure what that blue stuff is. This is Hillsdale Avenue. So in this area, the sidewalks are decent for the most part. Ironically, they were terrible on Duplex Avenue, a pretty major street. This one must have had a sidewalk plow. Guess these BMW drivers have given up on hitting the road for a while. This street here is LaSalle Boulevard. This will take us straight down to Oriole Park. at those icicles on top of that house. I was expecting things to be worse than this here, but it is better than my neighborhood. Well, good luck. If you want to go that way, that's pretty shite. See what this side of the street is like sidewalk wise. Not so great. Not sure why that side of the street is so good. And this side, not so good. This is Imperial Street. Oh, that lady didn't even brake until she saw me. And this is Chaplin, which becomes Davisville. Just to the east of here. Maybe we'll cut through Oriole Park and we can check out the Beltline briefly. That bench is buried pretty much up to seat height and about half of that fence. Some people opting just to walk on the road. And this is the K. Gardner Beltline Trail, built on the site of an old commuter rail line that only operated for a couple of years in the 1800s. I live streamed through here during a snowfall, I think about a month ago. Actually, I think it was closer to a few weeks ago. But this is going to lead us over Yonge Street. Random glove. Workout area. And we're about to head over the subway tracks.
Oh, yeah.
There's a crew shoveling snow, it looks like. And the TTC has been plagued by delays and stoppages in service. Somehow even more so than usual, if that's even possible, recently with the snowfall. Apparently line 1 has been experiencing delays of up to 10 minutes the past several days. think I've ever seen a crew like this before in this area. I don't want to get in their way, but there's a look south down Yonge Street. And it looks like the sidewalks are relatively good. They've obviously cleared them south of here. And a look north. There is Mount Pleasant Cemetery straight ahead, and a can of Labatt's. All right, maybe I'll just head up to Davisville Station. And since I'm out, I'll head into downtown or towards downtown and do another video. More snow removal here. They've blocked things off quite a bit. No east. How's this car going to turn east? This lady in the Mercedes. The City of Toronto car is blocking it. There's pylons. She figured it out. Audi driver figured it out as well. I could take this bus. That'd be kind of perfect. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. This sidewalk is pretty fantastic. I don't think they could have used any more salt though if they tried. So we're getting there. Let's see how this guy on his bike or share bike handles the stretch of bike lanes coming up, which is not looking very bicycle friendly. Yeah, they're gonna have to stay on the road. Here we are at Yonge and Chaplin. Well, Chaplin on the west, Davisville on the east. I hope you enjoyed this one. A bit of a lazy effort by me, but I wanted to show what some of the conditions were like for locals who don't drive everywhere. Good luck trying to sit on that bench. And there's the TTC headquarters. But do let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support what I do on YouTube, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. Look at this asshat. Not signaling, blocking the crosswalk. Clearly they turned when they weren't supposed to. We really need cameras in these intersections. Just ding all these idiots with tickets. But anyways, hope you enjoyed it. There's links to Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides. And there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. As a police car is trying to make its way this way. Now its lights and sirens are off. Oop, now they're back on. Away she goes. Hopefully nothing too serious. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.